This is the dilemma at the moment. How can we do it? But the question is how to integrate your enlightenment into society. It's not a question of survival. You survive. What I'm seeing and what the hell is that stupid answer from Anonymous down there with the cult ravings, WTF are you talking about, man? You need to be looked at by an agency quick. Is that you are finding it difficult to integrate your awakenings. This is okay. It's going to happen at some point. Disassociation will happen. Depression may also set in, and a whole other wide range of emotions. Buddha didn't speak for many, many days after his enlightenment. What is there to say? Only at the begging and urging of his cousin Ananda did he even start to teach, and that took a long while to do also. It wasn't like he gained enlightenment, stood up, and immediately started to teach. Hell no. You have to take it all in and absorb it into your being. It took him that long to understand how he was even going to speak about it. You will feel like you are dying to the world, your desires are all falling away, things you thought were so important to you now look really stupid in the scope of things. Your friends don't seem so fun to be around and actually they are flaky and fair weather at best so. You also see the ridiculousness of the world in its current state, Kali Yuga, and that can also be depressing. Many factors will come into play. You are dying to the world and awakening into true reality. All those layers of you have been stripped away and you feel empty, like you don't belong to all of this. Looking out the window. Do you have a guru or lama? I mean, at this stage, this is who you need to be around most because they understand what you are going through and they can give you a sadhana or practice to do to dissipate these feelings. And also help you karmically with this also. Your guru is the cave that protects you in the bad storm. The other factor is wisdom and compassion and the skillful means to execute them properly, for all sentient beings, and this includes yourself also. Remember, in essence you are one, but duality has a firm grip on everything, so you have to break through those feelings of separation, and the way to do that is through compassionate activity. And I don't just mean human beings. You get immense karmic benefits to helping animals if you're not fond of humans just yet. Then work your way up. Start small. This will make you feel that you're not an empty vessel, and what is the purpose? No one said you have to save a child or feed the homeless, that's for people who can do that. Start small. Help animals. You will get tremendous joy out of it, then move on to humans, and expand out from there. It actually starts to radiate out from your heart center, so start with yourself, and move that spiral out, but at your own pace. I understand what you may be going through if you are going through such a phase, and all I can say is practice harder, meditate longer, because you are close to other meditative states also. There is such a thing as sudden enlightenment, like when the Zen master asks you a question, you botch it, then he takes his shoe and whacks you on the head with it, and in that moment, you understand this happens, but it is rare. Most of it is a gradual process through years of sadhana. Owing to the widespread popularity of various spiritual movements, especially New Age, some of it will have gotten awfully culty. I would suggest looking into the cult recruitment process and the behaviors of not only the charismatic types that tend to lead them, but also learn about what motivates followers. You see, the question implies to me that your beliefs cannot survive without someone else to help validate them. Generally, this isn't a sign that those beliefs are reconcilable with reality. This is the main access point by which destructive cults exploit their members and create an in-group based around unprovable beliefs reinforced with constant extreme emotional states. Dissociative trance states are not impressive and can be experienced at home joyously and judiciously without the need to join any kind of apocalyptic death cult. Possibly the system you have chosen to awaken yourself with is part of such an unethical system. Practically, it can be said that what you have done is deliberately chose to disregard the delusions of mainstream society for a niche set instead. Everyone who holds mainstream values, or relies heavily on external decision-making authority, will have the luxury of the scores of others who hold them to validate and save much intellectual effort put into internal consistency checks, about as much use to the organism's chances of survival as dulling all sense of pain. This can be a good thing for you, and for us, because society will always need in the foreseeable future minds who can make critical evaluations from as close to an objective position achievable. It's not a comfortable position, Definitely not. But to then give away your intellectual authority to another group compromises any benefit you might derive from breaking away from any system of values in the first place. It's a rare person who actually thrives on being subjugated. If, however, the group or person touting the system you currently follow can be proven benign in your own eyes after knowing how exploitations of identity occur, it might not be all that wild an idea to join them and forsake the current life. It's not a crime to want to be connected to others ideologically, but can lead to some really devastating effects interpersonally and societally if unchecked.